Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach video, and today the PvP King is returning and he's coming very soon, and we're going to be asking the question, is it worth summoning on these upcoming banner? So as always, we are on bbs-simulator.com. Shout out to Soldex as always for putting in the work. I'm only able to do this on this site with ease and talk about this with you lads because of Soldex, so much love my G. So this banner right here, unfortunately the banner art isn't showing, but the banner does drop on the 11th of December and lasts till the 19th, which does mean this is going to be here during the mid-month banner, which is going to be Christmas. That's pretty much almost guaranteed to happen. And then unfortunately it does mean this banner isn't going to be here when the end of year banner happens, which obviously happens at the end of the year, and the voting selection banner, which does drop on the 26th of December. So there's a lot of big banners coming out within the next 2 weeks, and you really need to decide if you want to pull for these characters or if you want to pull for, you know, the other characters and the other banners. So it's really rough for free-to-play players, I will say that. If you are new to the game and you have thousands and thousands of orbs just laying around in your account, this is not a bad banner to do a decent amount of steps on. If you're pulling on this banner, there's two reasons. It's mainly to get Drugum or your favorite character, and also just to try and get round 3, because they are fortunately fillers in this banner. So with this banner, round 2, 3, and 4 have returned for fillers in this month of December. So maybe, you know, end of month is going to be another 1000 Blood banner, and maybe round 1 will be fillers there. That wouldn't be too bad, personally. I wouldn't mind getting dupes of the first round 4 characters, but I would prefer round 5 as fillers, but maybe it's a bit too soon for that to happen. So as always with all new banners, this is going to have 20 steps, so if you want to do all steps, it's going to cost you 4,650 orbs, rate to 6% chance, and you have a 0.667% chance to get the character of your choice. Now, this banner, again, is not bad, especially because you have a better chance of pulling a manga character here. If you get a 5-star, like, if you get a premium character, I guess you just got unlucky, because you can see there's 6 manga characters here and only 3 premiums, and the premium characters, unfortunately, aren't the best. Ginrei is still a good character, but if you don't have him now, you're going to get him later. You don't need to pull on the banner just for him. He's mainly just there to annoy you, but he's not bad, in my opinion. He's actually probably the better premium character you can get from this batch. Then you have Shinsui. Again, no flurry, but he does have poise. Again, he's just another okay character. Doesn't really shine anywhere too else unless you get him 5-5 with 300 defense and use him in PvP. Outside of that, you're probably just going to sell him. I would sell him personally. That's what I've been doing with my Shinsui dupes. You don't want to pull him. And then you have the Ichigo, which is another very common premium character, but at least he is a Chronicle Quest bonus. So if you do lack Chronicle Quest bonus characters for the Part 1, Round 1, I believe, or Part 1, Quest 3, then he is going to be good on your account. As for the other characters, they are 3 manga characters and the 3 filler manga characters, so let's break down the banner characters firstly. So Bazby is still to this day the best speed character with the Aaroniero kill ability, which does make him quite unique in a sense just to have him on your account. That being said, Bleach Brave Souls is quite easy. You don't need to pull characters because of how good they are. You should mainly pull for characters and how fun they are and how much you like the character. This character is voiced by Josuke, so as a JoJo fan, I had to get my hands on this character. Luckily I do, but I haven't really used him much. But that being said, he's still very good. First is a lunge, second is a 960 in front of him, and a third is a, I think, well, actually, is his third? Let me double check. His third is a 900 to 1080 around him. So it's a very good strong attack. It is a charge attack, and he does do burning 4 fingers or 5 fingers. I'm not sure, but he does the burning attack, which I really do like. As a fan of Bazby, I just wanted him to do that move, and I really do like this character. Unfortunately, I don't use him much. But if you are a Bazby fan and you do lack him, then this is going to be your last chance to get him for a while. He's not going to return for at least like another probably 4 or 3 months. And by the time he does come back, then, you know, you might already move on to a new character. So this might be the best and last chance to get him while he's still relevant in a sense, if that kind of makes sense. But going into his skills, he has Berserker plus 20%, Bruiser plus 20%, Debilitator plus 2, Devastation plus 40, Frenzy, Havoc plus 20%, increase status element chance against power attribute Aronkos, which does increase that by 10%, and Sprinter plus 1. So the character's good. I mean, there's literally nothing this character can't do, especially if you do have 5th anniversary Byakuya. Having that Byakuya to cover you for the speed, Soripa, and Hollow killers, and then having this Bazby to cover your Aronka killers, just means all you need to do is have those 2 characters. You're pretty much set for all types of power content in the game. So he does have that going for him. A very good character, but it just comes down to if you actually want to pull for this character because of how much you like him. That's the best advice I can give you. Uryu, I will say, is probably the worst of the 3, but he's still very unique, very cool, very fun character too, and also a very safe character if you decide to bring him into co-op to carry the Kenpachis because they always need carrying, or to bring him into Senkomon. He has a very cool mechanic which does, based off his Shrift, is the ailment reversal. So whenever someone, an enemy more specifically, inflicts a status ailment, it's going to get reflected off of this Uryu back to the enemy, and it's going to heal Uryu. So I actually have showcased him before, and we gave him level 10 stamina and just basically gave him full stamina links, and he's able just to heal ridiculous amounts. I had like 7k HP, and every time someone inflicted me with a status ailment, I was recovering like 3k HP. It's a very cool effect, and it's only for this character, and I don't think anyone's going to really get this for potentially a few more months. So he has that going for him. If you are a Uryu fan, this is going to be someone you want to get your hands on. He also has Berserker plus 40%, Bruiser plus 40, Devastation plus 60, Frenzy, Guard Break, Havoc, and Sprinter plus 1. So his skills are absolutely set. It just comes down to his strong attacks, and unfortunately his strong attacks aren't the best. His first is a range collision pushback, SA1, so you can go ahead and see it, is the safe type, but it's an okay strong attack. It's basically similar to 5th anniversary Byakuya. His second is a Vortex, which is the better Vortex, I will say, groups them in and then pushes them. And then his third is a full screen strong attack with a 1200 radius. So character-wise, he doesn't have the best strong attacks. But like I said with Bazby, even though he doesn't have the most optimal strong attacks, he does play differently, and he's actually very fun, again, very safe. So even though the character doesn't have the best strong attacks, he's still a character worth going for, mainly just because of this skill right here. The Element Reversal is really, really fun to play around with. I had fun playing with him. I don't mind using him, and I don't mind carrying Kenpachis with this character whenever the final bosses are Sorry Killers, which is actually going on right now. So I'm actually been using this Uryu to carry Kenpachis this week for the IZ for Tech. And he also has the added effect of actually being able to heal yourself and the teammates by using your Soul Bomb. So he's a pretty safe character. Again, that's basically the main thing about him. He's fun to play around with, and that's all you can really ask for with a character like this. And moving on to the best of the banner, let's talk about Jugrim, or Ugrim, however you want to pronounce his name. This is the character you're going for. Why? Because he's the best PvP character in the game. No one comes close. This character is absolutely ruined or made PvP fun, depending on if you have the character or not. If you have him, you're able to do a lot of different team builds. In a sense, you can use characters that aren't normally good in PvP and just mess around because of how good this character is. He's almost going to be guaranteed to ensure to clean up whoever you're going against. And if you don't have him, you've probably been struggling PvP for the last 5 months, unless you have a 5 out of 5 Chad or Ikaku. And those two characters are pretty much like the only two counters, in a sense. Even then, they're not even counters. The Ikaku's more so a counter to Drugum than Chad is, but even then, Ikaku's basically there just to tank, and he can't actually kill Drugum that fast. He's just there to tank damage and make sure he stays alive for those 10 seconds where Drugum is invincible. Because if I didn't mention that, yes, Drugum's main gimmick in PvP is that every time you hit him, he's reflecting 20% of that damage back to you, and he's also taking no damage for 10 seconds. This character is absolutely insane. If you haven't seen my showcase for him, you should definitely check out. We've never seen a character like this in PvP. He's absolutely broken. On top of that, he also has a 50% Berserker, so even if you don't even want to bring him into PvP, he's actually a decent hybrid for PvE type of content. And if you are a Jugum fan, which I'm sure many people are out there, because he is a fairly cool Quincy, you can actually feel free to do that. He also has Bruiser plus 20%, which I guess is on the lower side, but it doesn't matter. The character's still one-shot, especially at level 10 attack. Flurry, Pierce, Barrier, Poise. Yeah, he's just like the ultimate PvP character. And since he is almost 5 months old now, we're probably going to start seeing some kind of counter in the future, especially in 2021. Definitely expect to see a counter for this character. But even having said that, lads, even having said that, he's still worth going for, because when a counter for Drugum does come out, it doesn't necessarily just get rid of Drugum. He's just going to get put to the side with that new counter, and he's still going to be a mainstay for a lot of PvP teams. So this character, if you do decide to take PvP serious, is someone you definitely want to get your hands on. And speaking of PvP, we are actually going to be getting news tonight on the KJ's livestream about the upcoming ranking rewards. And unfortunately, which they did showcase it on the Japanese stream, it isn't looking too good. I was really hoping for the PvP ranking awards to give orbs, but unfortunately they don't. From the looks of it, from the head captain, you get 2,000 medals for ranking first, and they basically just doubled the medals and increased the amount of tickets you get, which again isn't really worth it, especially in the higher leagues where you have to spend orbs to stay in there. But on the bright side, I guess, from my understanding of using Google Translator, the upcoming PvP exchange shop is actually going to include a 5-star ticket and link slots, so you can actually buy those. They're going to be changing around the price and stuff like that, so I don't think this rebalance is going to completely change PvP, but I guess it might make it more useful. And if you want to play PvP, you definitely want to get your hands on Drugum, because, yeah, he's just absolutely insane. No one comes close to how good this character is. In the whole lifespan of BBS, this character has completely broken PvP, and this is the main reason why you're probably pulling on this banner, to get your hands on Drugum. And then, I'm not sure I did mention it, again, the free print characters, you don't really want to pull for them, you get them later time. But let's talk about the 3 other filler characters, the manga characters. So, Rukia is still, to this day, pretty good. I mean, she's not bad, right? She has a strong attack damage link, which isn't recharged. Nowadays, you want characters to have recharge, but it is still perfectly fine. She will eventually get a resurrection in like 6 or so months' time, so that is something to look forward to, especially if you do have the character. But yeah, she's pretty much good enough to clear content. The only downside to this character is definitely that SA2, because it does lock her in place. It can be annoying, but again, if you are a fan of Rukia and you do pull her, then you're going to be using her, and you're going to be enjoying to use her, right? If you don't like Rukia, like, you're probably not pulling for her, right? So, and that can be said the same for the other manga characters, especially Renji. Renji is definitely the better of the three of these characters. He's still very good to this day. Got a charge strong attack. SA1 and 2 is good. He has an instant kill strong attack. He's really, really cool. Would have wished he had the tail still, because if you don't know, when he came out, he had the tail, and unfortunately they removed it, and it only ever shows when he does use his strong attacks. Another cool character. Again, with these manga characters, especially the old ones, you're mainly pulling just to have them and to actually have fun using them, right? And you're going to have fun using them if you do get them. And then the Ichigo, unfortunately, is like the most boring of the three in my opinion. But on the bright side, right, there is this kind of going for him. He only has 5 skills. This character, when he gets resurrected, he's probably going to get really good skills. Like, probably going to give him Bruiser, maybe even give him DR as a second soul trait. He's going to get really good when he does get resurrected. That being said, though, he's an okay character. He has Flurry. He doesn't have a PvE killer. He actually has a PvP killer, because back then when we did get Flurry characters, no one got a PvE killer unless your name was Thousand or Soifun, and after that, that's when we started to get PvE-based Flurry characters. Every time they were Flurry-based, you were mainly being used for PvP. He's not good in PvP. He's okay in PvE. He doesn't have guard breaks, so that can be annoying. He has a pushback SA1, which can also be annoying, but if you like this Ichigo, he's got the drip, you're going to have fun using him, he's going to clear content just fine, and he is also very good in the Espada Weaker Guild Quest, which unfortunately just ended, so if you do want to use him just for that, you're going to have to wait 9 more weeks. So with that all said, is this banner worth pulling on? I would say yeah, but again, you need to remember, lads, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned at the start, so I might be repeating myself, just be wary of what's coming up this month, right? In a couple days' time, it's like the 9th now, so like 5 days' time, while this banner is still up, we're going to have the mid-month announcement. That's probably going to bring us the Christmas banner with the Linkzor character, last one that we're waiting for. I could definitely see that happening, and if you want those Linkzor characters, you're going to have to want to pull on that banner. Then you have the voting banner coming out on the 26th, which is another like amazingly good trap banner. This is also a trap banner right here that does have good value. I would definitely say, if you're more focused on PvE, summon on the voting banner, because you have 12 top tier PvE characters, and especially 5th anniversary Byakuya and Ichigo, where you want to get dupes of them, where they benefit greatly from dupes. I would definitely say pull on that banner over this one. And then even with that banner, even with that voting banner, 24 hours after that banner goes live, we're going to have the Bonkai livestream, which is happening on the 27th. And that's probably going to announce the end of month banner. So in the coming weeks, I'm probably going to have a before you summon on the voting banner, because it's also important that you don't summon on the voting banner straight away, because your favorite manga character might get announced for the end of year banner. So like I said, it's tough, and you got to choose, you got to pick and choose what banners you want to pull on. Do you really want to pull on this banner? It's not a bad thing to do, because the characters are kind of worth it, especially the top 3 right here, if you do like these characters. If you only care about Bazbi, Uryu, and Drugum, then it doesn't matter. Drop all your orbs, go for it. It's not a bad banner. It's your best and last chance to get them for at least the next 5 or so months. With that said, though, we're going to finish off the video doing some steps. So let's do all steps. If you have 4,650 orbs, what would you get if you do decide to do all 20 steps? And we got, let's skip that, and we swept the banner. Oh, we literally swept the whole banner. That's not bad. That is not bad. So step 1, we got Uryu. Step 2, we got Renji. Step 3, we got Bazbi. Step 4, we got 2 Bazbis and an Ichigo. Okay, that's probably not going to happen for a lot of people. Just look at this. Like, you actually, again, because you have 6 manga characters and only 3 premium characters, most of the time, you're pulling a manga character. Like, we've done 5 steps and we pulled like 7 5-stars, and all of them are manga characters. You could also get unlucky and pull premium characters, but you know, it's RNG, anything can happen. But by step 7, we completely swept the banner. That wouldn't be too bad. I'd say that's a straight dub. We're getting more Uryu dupes and Bazbi dupes, okay, and then we're getting shafted here. Then we got Rukia and another Drugrum. Then we start to get premium characters. I mean, I wouldn't spend 4,600 orbs on this banner, but, you know, if I wanted to really get these characters and I swept the 3 main characters by step 7, I would completely walk away perfectly fine. Getting dupes of Bazbi and Uryu isn't a bad thing, but you mainly want to get dupes of Drugum just to make him an absolute undeniable beast in PvP. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. In the comments below, let me know if you are pulling on this banner. Personally, I'm skipping it because I have all 3 of them. I have everyone in this banner. Don't need to get dupes of them. But if I was missing round 3 characters, the Rukia, Renji, or Ichigo, I might have dropped like 1 or 2 multis. And also, I probably would have summoned on this banner if I knew for a fact we weren't getting very good banners coming out in the next 2 weeks. Like I said, the Christmas banner, the voting banner, and then the end of year banner. I got to make sure, personally, I have as much orbs as possible because I'm going to need them. I'm trying to go deep on these banners, and I'm going to have to buy some orbs, unfortunately. So if you guys did enjoy the video, I'll see you lads in the next one. Peace.